Hello, welcome back to Let's Play CrossCode, where we got through the boss. Admittedly, we did it with the accessibility options, um, and I think a lot of this is... I'm just not really good at these kind of games, and I kind of needed that. And thus, the experience is over. Our desire has been fulfilled. Our purpose has been served. You went a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Gotham? What are you doing here? Foreign substance detected. Are you insane? Not on instant matter construction. Stop this. Congratulations. You beat the challenge. And I gave you my word. Use the teleporter over there. It will bring you... You're not great. Right to the server. Sergey, he is with you, no? I am glad, Gotham. From this day on, it will all disappear. Vermilion Wasteland, the designer, my creations, my work, all gone, but I am glad, after causing all this misery for so long, finally it is over. Leah, I have a bad feeling about this. Wait! Please tell everyone that I'm sorry. No, do not say that. Leah, you have to stop him. Wait! Yeah, she doesn't have the mass. It's time for me to log out. Gotham, no! Key accepted. This is it. You reached the server. Nothing I can do here. Fixing the issues following the crash is beyond me, and access to the environment server remains blocked, despite what just happened. Why, Gotham? It's very unfortunate. Why? This is on you, Sidwell. I didn't expect this to happen either. Why? Because of this business. Because it went on for too long. That's why it happened. This is what you believe anyway. Of course, this was not intended. Yes, yet it was you who pushed him into it. To be frank, I'm almost surprised this venture went on for as long as it did. Let's be honest, this whole interrogation program wasn't exactly a stable business model. Pause a moment. Why, not exactly a stable business model. Yet all things considered, it was a success. How? How, you wonder? Well, how could I possibly consider all this a success? Maybe I just wanted to keep a highly advanced AI technology away from the public, delaying the inevitable impact it would have on today's society. Wait, of course not. It was just very profitable, really. Confidential information can sell incredibly well if you know the right people. Joking now, are we? Well, in the end, the power of empathy foiled my plans, everybody fighting for the well-being of avatars. And now that the secret is out, so many players know about it, there is no way for me to continue. Honestly, there wasn't even any point in waiting for you to storm this place. By the time you managed to escape the Avatar ground, I knew I wouldn't be able to run this business for much longer. Yet it felt wrong to end things right away. I was curious. I wanted to know how you'd attempt to reach the server. That's why I decided to wait. A decision I now regret after what happened to Gotham today. I am sorry. Anyway, this business is over. Time to move on. Bye. You remember, don't you, the time we spent together in that room in Vermilion Wasteland? Those days were strange indeed. Part of me hoped that things could have stayed that way, that you'd remain oblivious to the truth. And then there is the other part that is glad that you escaped, that you traveled the whole playground, saw other places. It certainly was nice watching you out there. Farewell, Leah. What the hell? Leaving just like this? You took 3 people, their talents, their dreams, and pushed them into your criminal schemes. How dare you even call this a business? How dare you just walk away like this? Damn it. Leah, it is time. Let us secure the Dahlia. Yeah, I'm with Sergei. Hi. Leah, you're back. Spheromancer Leah, have you returned victoriously? Did it work? Yes, we did it. We recovered backups for all Evotars I found on the server. Satoshi, Lucas, they are all safe. Meanwhile, it looks like Sidwell gave up on his business. He logged out and disappeared. And what about Gotham? Well, what happened? I'm sorry, Gotham. He committed suicide within the dungeon compound. What? It happened so quickly there was nothing we could do to stop him. Shizuka, I am sorry. No, that idiot. Now of all times, why would he do this now? Day after day playing with his stupid god figure, preparing those interrogations. I just thought he didn't care anymore. Yeah, it was one thing I never considered, that it was him who took on the heavy burden handling the worst parts of Sidwell's business. He must have lost control a long time ago. This was it. Our long journey was about to end. So, Sergei, yes? Now that you've gathered the Evotars, what's next? Well, I have to get in touch with Instatainment and explain the whole situation. And hopefully we'll be able to create a proper future for Evotars that way. So, what will happen with Leah now? I'm afraid I cannot afford to keep her in the game for much longer. I'm not allowed to do that in the first place. I really should not break company rules while I try to discuss the matter with them. But there is no need to log her out right away, no? We can at least play together for a little while, I suppose there is no reason to rush things now. What are we waiting for then? Off to the playground. It all began when I set out to find my long-lost colleagues, my old friends. Back to where our journey started. Nods. By now, those enemies are kind of a joke, no? I mean, if we didn't have the boosters enabled, that is. Sure, now they are. I bet you got beat up plenty by those hags in the beginning. No, not at all. Those hedgehogs were pretty easy peasy, right, Leah? Leah. Right, I forgot you were well prepared thanks to my amazing tutorial. Sure. Back then, she was the only clue I had. That is why I put her into the game. Cold Bergen Trail. The first mountain for every seeker to conquer. And it's filled with cute little frog bunnies. Frog bunnies? I still feel bad about beating up so many of them. Now, Jorn. These little bunnies might seem cute, but they can cause quite a lot of havoc as well. Have you heard of the great Frobert plague? Now that... okay. How? That is some history I do not want to hear, thank you. I only wanted her to remember what happened, tell me where I could find them. No. Finally, our party reached the blooming oasis to the east. The maroon tree in all its majestic glory was but within a stone's throw. Leah. Wait. Indeed, the soothing breeze and calm waters were inviting for his little break. Alas, there was no time to waste. We had to continue on our journey. Why? And so we kept playing, traveling the playground, hoping for memories to return. Back in the jungle. By the way, Leah, one thing I was wondering about. Back when you explored the jungle together with Grasshead, how often did you lose sight of him? What do you mean? Just look at your hair. It blends perfectly with the grass and plants of this place. This is nonsense. So, how often, Leah? Oh, you have got to be kidding me. I lied to her to keep her going, protecting her from the truth, yet over time I noticed this growing feeling of guilt. Sapphire Ridge, man, good times. Play this part together with Lucas. Trial of Patience was the best. We did the challenge in peril and I just kept miscounting on purpose. Lucas failed it like 3 times. Yeah, ha 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 ha. That's funny. Well, he finally did it on his 4th attempt. Because he kept pushing me into the pond whenever the bamboo tipped. Ouch! The smug Leah. Eventually understood what was going on. She was more than a means to an end. I finally realized that I found a new friend. It was very fortunate that you spotted me together with Ivan back then. He really seems to be excited about avatars. That will help a great deal when we start to talk with Instatainment. Oh, were you just talking about Ivan? No, come on, I want to meet him already. Forget it. I bet he's amazing at barbecues, being a proper stakeholder and all. Go away. But then, before I knew it, it was already time to say goodbye. Hello, Shizuka. Oh my, what a lovely hideout. Yup, certainly beats our small headquarters. Well, we had the connections after all. So, the time has come. I'm not sure what else there is to say other than thank you very much for everything. We could not have done it without your help. Really, don't mention it. We served justice where justice was due. Sergei, Leah will be back, right? Please promise she will return. I unfortunately cannot give you that promise. I can only promise that I will try my very hardest to make that happen. Leah, I'm going to miss you so much. Bye. You have to return someday. It has to happen. Nods. Goodbye, Cherie. Bye. Bye. Goodbye, Leah. Finally I can witness that infamous hug. Whoa. Bye. See you around, Leah. Bye. Goodbye, dear. Goodbye, and let's hope we will meet again. Mansa Leah. Leah. All right. Farewell, Leah. Bye. Now please unhand me. Ow! Goodbye, small one. Oh, wait. This is awkward. Bye. Goodbye, Leah. Seriously, just how touchy can you even get? Well, bye. This is my cue. Good night and sweet dreams, Leah. Now it's up to me to make sure we can meet again. So that's the good ending. Oof. That last battle, man, that's a doozy. If you can get past... I'm glad it's not all in that first half. I'm assuming if you can get past that, it starts checkpointing you there. But man... Oof. I mean, I dropped the difficulty on that last fight to a point where I wasn't very often in danger. I didn't have to go to healing all that much. But and I couldn't figure out... Oh yeah, no, I did figure out that mechanic. It's just I couldn't pull it off. It would probably just accelerate how fast you get through his health and all that. Make it faster. And also, you know, interrupt that big attack, the charge thing. Oh, this is such a good... Look at the same three names mostly. Here and there, a couple other people. Ooh. Owe? Tim Owe, Kirchner. Nimuri, promotional art. Oh, this is probably backers. There is underneath all the game itself, there's a lot of conversation in this about accessibility, and not just in the accessibility options, which is really good because they're walking the walk, not just talking about it, but just in the plot, there's a lot of talk about gaming accessibility and making things to where you don't prevent people from taking part in it. And there's a lot of talk about, you know, watching about stresses and all that. I mean, this is pretty extraordinary stresses, but we just thought he didn't care. That's, you know, the keeping an eye out on people, making sure to keep in touch with them, making sure they don't go too far off the bend. He got to the point where he had everything, he had the experience he wanted, and that was the end. That was all he cared about. He wanted the end. He wanted that experience, and then he just poof off the edge. And the whole bug phobia thing, and of course Leah's issues with communication. It's just trying to take into account. Now, one thing a little bit, I've heard that some people with color blindness have issues in the last fight trying to keep track of which element he's using, and I could see that. Now, they did choose unusual colors, which I think was meant to make it easier, which I think was meant to avoid the bigger, more common types of color blindness. But there's still going to be unusual sorts. Oh, they went through Indiegogo, not Kickstarter. Cool. Music is beautiful. The story is great. The characters are wonderful. I mean, Sidwell I could do without. He's a villain, though. He's a good villain. Rather, I should say. The characters are wonderful. He's not, I hate him as a character. He's, I hate him as a person, which is what you want for your villains. Shouldn't hate him as a person, but it's just, he is a very good villain, and he just, his whole motivation thing is kind of like, oh, keep this away from the public for a while, and so, I don't think in the end I don't think he even still thought of most of the Evotars as people. Maybe not even Leah. Gotham was a victim, really. I mean, he was a victim that became, in some ways, but he perpetrated a lot of misery. So and you can't excuse the fact that you're a victim. Can't excuse doing evil. That it's like, well, they had a bad life. That's why they do. Yeah, that's maybe a cause and maybe a reason, but it's not an excuse. Lots of people have bad lives and don't go off the end. Now, he was not just, you know, willfully choosing to do terrible things. He was off the deep end. He was. I think, I don't know enough about psychiatry. I did know a little bit because it comes into being a teacher, educational psychology. But it's a very narrow part of the field of psychology. But, like, I think that's like a psychotic break, except for it lasted forever. Is it just cycling through? Because I thought we got through the seas already. Yeah, I'm going to watch to see if this is cycling through. And if it is, I'm going to go ahead and end it. Go get myself some lunch. This was an amazing game. And I still look at the number of videos that it came as, and I can't believe it. It's amazing. See, even with the accessibilities, that fight took me around an hour, and I don't want to. I had fun with it, and I know it was partially because I was. Oh, that came to. Ooh. He had a point. Those cliffs really do not make any sense. What? A few months later. I'm here! Wait, Sidwell? Are you Citron? Did he call already? Not yet, dear. We're still waiting. He should contact us any minute now. Hello, everyone. Good day, Sergei. It is good to see you again. It is good to see you again. It has been quite some time. Bonjour. Let's cut to the chase. What about Leah? Well, I have great news to share. Instatainment agreed on a research project within the playground. We will be able to get Evotars back in the game in a few months. Does this mean? Yes, Leah will return. Dear, please get off the table. Ah, my kitty is here. A new future lies ahead of you. Okay. You ponder about returning to the past. You can return back to the beginning of Chapter 10 shortly after you met Satoshi. Your actions in the past might impact your future. Keep your level items in quest progress. You will also have the option to skip the final raid and dungeon. No. Okay. That's so you can, you wonder what will happen next. Point marks the beginning of the post-game DLC, CrossCode, A New Home. It features a new dungeon, a new area to explore, as well as an extension of the story. Once the DLC has been installed, you can continue from this point on. Okay, I don't have the DLC. I'll think about getting it, because I'm not in a financial position where I can get any extra games at the moment. But I'll come back to the DLC at some point. In the meantime, I am going to save here. And this is it. For now, at least. It might be that by the time I get through... oh, I love the fact they let you skip the final raid and dungeon there. It might be that by the time I get through with these videos, that it is... I have some idea of what I want to replace CrossCode with, and I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it here, and I might bring back the DLC later on when I complete Amalur, I think. And I have an idea of what's coming next after CrossCode. I still look at the number of videos I've done of this, and it's over 200 videos, and it's been probably close to 70 weeks, so a little over a year. Oh, this is such an amazing game. I love this game so much. And it's kind of hard to put it away right now. But we can't go any further right here. And not really interested in going to the past just yet. I think that would be where you start getting some amazing jokes with. I've heard of that there's some amazing bits with Apollo. But anyway, I did just save it. Metaspace. And I am going to end this here, and we'll see what comes next. Talk to you later. Bye.